Hello world. It's Monday, the 23rd of November, 2020. And the present time, according to my watch, is now 2:47 p.m. Got something here. Came in from a friend of the stream. Oh boy. Let's take a closer look. What have we got here? At the top of this heap, PCIe wireless dual band adapter. Sweet. Looks very robust. Terrific heatsink on that thing. In this bag, board. Asus H81M-A. Hope it's good. This is a pretty exciting piece. Oh. Oh, isn't that cool? Sweet. And here, got a CPU. Gotta clean it up in order to figure out which exactly it is. That's easy. Some RAM. Brick jaws. Nice. 16 gigabytes right here. DDR3. SATA I/O. Pull this off to the side. And here, That's not manipulated from the HSF. since it's not pinned down. What we got here? Gigabyte GA-H270M-DS3H with a heatsink and fan on it. What's this one do? Two modules of Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4. Fast latency 15. Is that right? Oh, 16. 15. Yeah. Rated for 3000 megahertz. Wow. Alright. No Type-C connectors on this board, but looks like 4 USB 3.0s, 2 2.0s. Gotta be gigabit right there. Onboard HD audio. Wow, what is this connector? I don't even recognize that. Shows how far behind I am. This one. Right next to the other SATA. It says SATA Express, so I guess that's what SATA Express looks like. In any event, got some stuff to play with. Let's see if it all works. First, the floor is safe. That is as grounded as it can be, right? It's supposed to be like super safe. I could use the anti-static bag. Well, we can play around with this on a box first. I've got something else to bring. Alright, we're gonna have to find a place to plug this thing in. Might even need an extension. I'm not sure if I can reach all the way here. We're gonna play around somewhere else. Need space. Need space. I'll get all my supplies together. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna put good use to this stuff. Terribly excited. Alright. In fact, you know what? Before I get too excited about all this, let me do a quick check. Verify that the old PSU in this box is going to work with this thing. Because if not, I've got to acquire another PSU before we can rock and roll. Hair cutter. Hello, hello. An electro, something to guard against the ESD. I don't think I own anything to do that. So I'm just gonna, it's gonna be okay. Usually it's okay, but yeah, you know what? That's the safest thing to do. The safest, smartest thing to do is to use all the preventative measures. I'm just gonna touch bare metal and stay grounded with my feet. I think this is the connector I need. Let me double check here. Oh, Oh baby, oh baby. What a cooler. Okay, it needs the 8-pin. I don't know that I have that here. I know that in one rig I've definitely got one PSU that'll do it. Not this guy though. This one's got a 6-pin connector for PCIe. I wonder if that's going to be sufficient. Who the hell is this? Leave a message. I don't know. I think that they sell adapters to go between the 6-pin and the 8-pin. But I don't think that this can physically even fit. See if it keyed. Something tells me the answer is no. Pretty sure I've crossed this bridge before. You know, that might actually may be sufficient to power it. Does that fit? Does that fit? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'll be missing 2 pins. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna move forward. Gotta get more stuff together. 2 cables. I can take. Okay. Oh, you know what? I suppose one last thing. So I don't have to move around too much. Okay, I've returned. We'll go from this direction. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So one neat thing about this particular dealio, this particular chassis, one reason why I was really impressed by it back in the day. Whoa. A lot of SATA connectors. Do I have a disk in here? I may have a disk. I may already have a disk in here.
Yes. And that's already free. Easy does it. All right. And pull all of these. Regardless. And moving on. So we got 1, 2, so 3. We'll sort those out later. For now, these can come through. All right. So the cool thing about this particular chassis is that it does this. Which makes it pretty easy to swap things in and out. It's designed as a test bench. Yeah. At this point, I have access to all my cables, and I can just build on top of the box for now, because it's quick and dirty. Right, definitely want to get this locked down. It looks like it's just the one. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's definitely this. So here. You may want to verify. There we go. It seems like it's tight now. It's secure. So we don't even need I/O. Just get. Gonna get. Enough. CPU fan. And this one here, hook up to the mains. Big one. ATX 12 volt 2x4. There's the one. You know what? I may be a SOL on this PSU. It may be too ancient for this application, but it may work. We'll see. I really don't know. I really don't know. You need to double up on these. I think like this, it's not gonna fly. Something tells me it's gonna go. But I'm gonna have to grab another PSU. It may be done. We'll see. There is an answer. It's on Google, but I also just like throwing stuff together, so I'm just gonna play and pray. Building with me is an exercise in plug and pray. Because who's got time for Google? I don't want to Google anything. Alright, so that's pretty much all the things. I'm gonna rig up some power, plug some stuff together, and see if it all spins up. What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, that's one. That's two. We need display. Display likes power. And this will hook up. I don't expect anything to turn on because I need to short some pins to make that happen. If it's got sufficient, whatever it needs, it's got it all right now. And let's see. All right. All of that together means if this is all plugged up correctly, the front panel, get power, and nothing. It didn't word of life. Is the power supply on? Negative. Now the power supply is on. Okay, it's a no-go. So I'm guessing what this means is I need a different power supply for this. Here I'm really like just testing. I know I've done the book reading on this stuff before, but this is not a problem I run into every single day. That's okay. No problem. I was excited too. Fucking the cat playing there. The neighbor's cat is on my windowsill. Cat. Oh well. Let me think. Do I have another rig that I can pull power supply from? Yeah, but that's going to be tedious. There's a whole another computer sitting on top of that rig. But that could be a good one. It's a good candidate. So yeah. I've gotta pull. Well, at days end, I've got to order PSU because this one, the one that's in this chassis right now, is just too old. It's no longer relevant unless I adapt it. Go to the store and buy a new one. Maybe if they'll price match. Maybe if they'll price match. It's okay. But yeah, I've gotta pick up a power supply at some point. It's either that or like pull other machines and pushing and pulling. It's a waste of time. Better off to just get a new power supply because I'm gonna need one. I can estimate the wattage requirement under load. I can find a good one. But yeah, gotta leave the comfort of home at some point, or just wait a day or two. Love this board. I wonder if this board requires. No, I think this one's got everything it needs, right? Because this one uses a single connector here, and that. So this one, if I slot in the CPU, I can at least verify functionality of this set, which is good. I'll do that. I'll go ahead and do that because my old power supply does work with this board. No need for any adapters. Oh shit. Oh no, that's not good. Just realizing as I'm looking at it that there was a bit of damage here because it lacked protection. That's not good. It's a little deformation. I'm sure it'll still work. Just gonna massage things a little bit and it'll be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. It's just a little bent, but I don't think it's foobar unless it's lifted those up. Here may be foobar. I mean, not even truly foobar. I'm sure somebody who wouldn't have the patience could replace this entire thing. That's probably not all that bad. I just don't have the tools to do it here. Dragon Electronics. Yeah, I'm gonna find another thing to rest this on. Get away from all this staticky plastic. And here we go. Does this work? Yeah, perfect. Let's see if I can't massage this into position. Oh, and there's no cooler on this. I'm pretty sure I can pull the cooler from that one. It'll work. Oh, and then on top of that, I still don't know if the GPU will fire up with that header. So this could also be a bit of a waste. But it's okay. Just experiment, right? It's not going to break anything experimenting. There we go. Dropped one module. Ooh. This one bent a little more severely. It's quite heavily deformed. But I think it might work. Feels a little gritty, but it's okay. This pin's a little out of alignment. Just massage it back into position. More or less work. Okay, so our mystery CPU. It's now in the socket. CPU. I wonder. I really wonder about this thing. It's possible, if it's the right CPU, I'm pretty confident that it can output video through these. Yeah, there's an onboard HDMI port on this thing. I might be able to just function check all this alone without having to sweat this GPU as well. But definitely want to verify the GPU is good at some point. Now though, go back over here and get out of the way. Let's go away. Accident waiting to happen right there. Power off, and even though it's probably fine. Two by four. Full CPU fan header. And this will be fun. Just verifying the one is good. You know, who knows, maybe depending on how this goes, maybe I'll acquire a chassis. All depends though. This is the what? 24 pin header. And the big one for the power supply. These require a little bit of enticement. There we go. Can't be afraid of it. It's just plastic. What's the worst that could happen? Printed circuit board, no problem. All right. So we don't burn everything up. I think that this goes this way, and this goes that way, and this goes this way. Of course, it could be wise to check all of this with. All right, pins should pull like this. Yes, I'm seeing it. Okay, pull, 1, 2, 3, and that's very good. A little encouragement. Maybe you can be encouraged. It's really down to this one. You bitch, you slut, you whore. Let me see the other ones first. All over again. Just so I can focus on this one that's giving me grief. Okay, so they're all together. The one that was giving me grief is in this one. Yeah. Alright, that it look like that it looks like pulling is just a matter of okay, no wonder it didn't come out. Sure. Okay. Crisis averted, problem solved. Manual, who needs a manual? Alright, so just for testing, throw this sucker on there, spacing thread, okay. Header is this way. I'm just gonna do this, shorten my path because I can. Drop this guy on here, and again, just there we go. There's one. That is not the correct orientation. Yeah, like this. The stock HSF. Profile goes that way. This allows it to come undone. Locked. Oh. Not supposed to require a lot of brute force. This generation, huh? Maybe I should get a different cooler as well. Let's see though. This is seeing better days. Okay, this allowed it to come undone. This. Profile. Trying to feel really clever without the manual. Twisted in this position, I was able to lift this thing. Yeah, maybe this one just kind of fucks. Corner. This position, that little notch aligned with that. No, I'm gonna double check this whole thing. Look for whatever is causing this, because this is not. This one may already. Something up with this one. In fact, you know, come to think of it, I might have another one of these things here. Or maybe I gave it, I already gave it back to its owner. That's possible too. Let's orient it like this. This one, not that one. Not this one. Okay, one more time, because I believe. Supposed to be down. Okay, here we go. Come on, go. Come on. Orient nicely. Be nice, be nice. That's in, that's in, that's in, that's in, okay. Alright. I think that was the right thing to do with it. Just check them all. Function check them. Look for obstructions. This is gonna be really tough. If this all bent up. Maybe we can pop this one loose. Oh, it still works to actually manipulate that. That's good. And this other side, huh? That's gonna. I may have got that one, little one caught in there. Well, no, it's fine because it doesn't have this thing to lock it down, so it's okay. I see. Little massaging. Yeah. Yep. How's this? Message. I'm trying to check my stuff. I check this stuff as well. A little better. Okay, so these two are wired up. Now this guy, in conjunction with this, if the right signal will go to this thing. Just checking. And besides, we'll get fans spinning. Power on this display. And display. This display is actually my sister's, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But what I'd like to see here is it saying that it's looking for an input signal. Whatever. Front panel. AAFE. Master fan. Hey, green light. That's good. Labeled SV_PWR. Southbridge power. I guess. System board power. I don't know what it means. This chassis thing, it doesn't actually show my. I think I need to consult the manual in order to figure out which pins to short on this. Wait, this says TPM. No, that's SPDI. AAFE. Maybe that's the front panel. Sounds right. AAFE. Nope, here it is. Front panel. Found it. Power LED, power button. Power button. This pin goes to. Maybe I'm not reading this thing right. Could be nicely shorted right there. Yes, no. Okay, RTFM. No problem. I think I'm reading this right, but I could be wrong. HA1. Oh, HB1. M-A. Manual. Manual. Motherboard layout. Panel. Number 7. Look at the pins on that one. Seven. ATX power connector and this chassis or system panel connector, front panel. Oh, okay, yeah, I misinterpreted it. Wait, no, I didn't. Power button, power ground. I did not misinterpret it, so why didn't it flip on once I hit this? Try this. Not depressing. It's here, the moment of truth, and it's not. So I wish we didn't write pins. That's no fun. But maybe, it's like all of my tools are just no good, right? So I gotta use this actual switch. Let's say maybe. Would be pretty surprised. I'm gonna try all the things because I want to see this thing fire up. I want to see life here. I can't just keep looking at this and have it be dead. That'd be sad. Tragic. Definitely got power going to it. The lights up. No fans, nothing. A little disconcerting. Are we orienting this? Maybe it really cares. That's kind of disturbing. What? Should be able to run a little test just like this. Just these. Fancy fan. USB, AFB. Where's my mouse? Speak now. Where's my CMOS? Maybe I'll do something for it. Oh, pure RTC. What's up? Fancy fan, CPU fan. This is all the way hammered all the way home. This connector too hammered all the way home. Lights back on. Nothing. And off. Button, nothing. Okay. Good. Lights on. That's the normal position on there. Hope this isn't dead. Really hope. System power LED. I'm on the ones for the button. That's what I was shorting to. It's disturbing. God. I may need to spend more time on this. Definitely going to need to spend more time double checking the things. But I mean, with just Should be okay with just those. Oh, SB power, standby power. Standby power or illuminated. So the board's getting power. I'm just, for whatever reason, even though I'm on the front panel and I wired up the switch, it's just not, it doesn't want to turn on. The switch doesn't want to turn on when I short it either. What does this mean? What could that mean? Here I am, just shorting the same pins over and over again. Somewhere something is not right with this one. And this PSU again lacks the second 4-pin header for the other board. Or should be just like 1, 2. It's too bad. Too bad. Just very, very strange. Very, very strange. Not anything different here. Positive. Negative. Wow, that's so weird. Because I'm getting... It's so weird. They have light, so clearly the board's getting power, but no go. It's frustrating. Stray Cat, it's tough to zap yourself whilst you're really like I just flipped the switch on that power supply, so okay. Plus all the stuff going to the board is low voltage. The highest voltage coming onto the power supply is 12. Current's a different thing. That's a different matter entirely. I'm not sure how much current you can kick out. 12.4 volt maybe. All low voltage. Just befuddled. I've got both. Both like the 4-pin and the big power headers are all connected. It is a known good PSU, or at least last time I checked. Which has been a while, but I can very quickly check. It's weird. Very weird. But it didn't fire up this board. I'm not too surprised because this one has additional requirements. It's just a newer board. And this is an old PSU. But this one, I mean, this board's obviously like wasn't in a nice box, so it could have suffered a bit during transportation, but still. Still very curious that it wouldn't fire up. My expectation is these things are essentially bulletproof. I find that they're pretty hard to kill. If you gotta try to kill them. I can do an examination on it though. And just look at it. And maybe there's some signs that not all is right. They're just very strange. When in doubt, take a closer look. Next thing a couple of little legs bent down there, but that shouldn't affect anything. Where did it go to? On the other side of it's like whatever that little component is. But it seems okay. It looks okay. Alright. Let's fully all the way home. I just plug it all back together again right now, I risk seeming insane. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I shall not do that. Instead, what we're going to do is this. Go a step further back. Really first principle stuff. Okay. I think everything is good here. At least insofar as the power supply, I believe, is delivering power. And it's doing enough. Just these things are enough to boot up the rig. A simple couple of connectors. So back to our own good. From yesteryear, many years ago. Many years ago. Ancient one. There's an ancient one. Expectation. Plug those two in. Just those two. Short this. So light comes on, standby power light comes on this board. Panel. Looking for power switch. Short. Whoa. Nothing. Huh. I'm curious. Why is this happening? Really? Why? Why might this be happening? And even on this one, this known good stuff. Do I need more components here? No, I shouldn't. Okay, let's see. Going back to maybe my screwdriver isn't enough to do the thing. Nothing. Again, maybe my screwdriver isn't enough to do the trick. And I had this, like the polarity mattered, and no, nothing. That's really curious. That is really curious. That is so strange. So at this point, it starts to, like, well, could the power supply be suspect? I guess I need to buy a new power supply. That's so weird, though. Last time I used this rig, good components here, was probably 2-3 years ago. 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Curious. power supplies do fail. Like capacitors can just blow. But still weird. Getting standby LED. But no response on the switch. I'm shorting it. Maybe I can test the power supply with like a voltmeter or something. It's weird. This is very, very curious. If the meter's in the supply closet, I can take a look for it. I can find it real quick. Just so curious. Like I'm baffled, dumbfounded. Totally dumbfounded. And Stray Cat, yes, you can. If you're willing to put in the time, then you can. This stuff is not rocket science. Just like at the moment, I'm really, really baffled. Weird. I will grab the voltmeter. I think it's not really. I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt. Just to check all the things, I might have to get a little deeper in this. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to start studying pin diagrams on the power supply. I'll be back. Amp is not a unit of power. Watts are a unit of power. Amps, no. Lucky 99. You say 99% of people don't even open their PC. I don't know. That might. Who knows? Right, okay, standby power off. Four pin removed. Big header. This one takes a little bit more massaging to it. A little coaxing. Believe me, no, I find this very strange. The first board, I figured, well, you know what? I don't have the right, like all the right headers from the PSU over to the board. Maybe that's why. But going back to this known good stuff, have it not fire up, that's really weird. Super strange. Okay. Find pins 15 and 16 on the power connector of the motherboard. Not the motherboard. Why would I need to short out 15 and 16 on the power connector of the motherboard. Okay. Excuse me. It's been a while since I've done this. Right, 15 and 16. First set of black and red. There's no voltage switch on this, right? It was sending out power. No, there's no voltage switch on this. Checking all the things right now. I guess it's automatically switching. Must be. Because there doesn't look to be any voltage switch, so I'm guessing it's automatically switches. Okay. Yes, you can buy its lonesome. Black. Black and red first step. First set, black and red. Yeah, 2 sets of black and red, and 2 columns. Yeah. I'm gonna go with this set. This is 15 and this is 16. Gee, I gotta swirl. What could go wrong? Just mess around with electricity. What could possibly go wrong? I almost feel tempted to even go a step further than this. Like, if I'm not getting any, if I don't get audio indications, I've got to get some type of a meter, like a meter further upstream. Just check all the things. Be good to get some light too. Derp. No. What is my step 1? 15, 16. Plug in. Short the pins. 15 and 16. I'm showing some flow, so I guess it's better than. I think that means something's going on. Alright. Switch it off. Over here, there's a little bit of current, tiny bit, probably parasitic current. That's it, but eyes open. Oh, I mean, I'm out of batteries here. Ah, fuck my life, man. That's fucked. Nothing. When in doubt, hit it. Well, alright. That's messed up. Wow, Murphy. Toughness, no, this chassis I've had since like 2013, 2014. Maybe 2013. And the PSU is ancient. It's from like 2011 or 2012. Or maybe even 2010. Well, no, not 2010, is it? I can't even remember where my folks moved to. Look at the moves crisscross sometimes. I don't look at photos. Oh, it's probably from 2011. Power supply, I think, is from 2011. Or 12. One or the other. It's old. And my multimeter. Hey, now it turned on. Oh, that's just for the briefest moment the display lit up. My multimeter's out of juice. And on the back of it, it says it has no operator serviceable parts. Screw removal by qualified persons only. Like, having this working would be good. I wanted to see if the PSU is at fault, because I've tried rigging it up the known good board. It was originally on the known good board. I did not attempt to fire it up, but I moved to these two newer boards, Udemy boards, and wasn't getting anything when I was shorting power. I tested on the first board, which has which is significantly newer than the power supply. This power supply doesn't have the two. I guess it's an 8-pin, but it's like two 4-pins side by side. So this older board, however, did just have the 4-pin, just like this ancient board. I rigged it up, attempted the short in order to get the thing to start. Nothing. So at that point, I began suspecting maybe the power supply is somehow at fault. Like, highly unusual, I think, because they tend to just work, but sometimes they fail too, I guess. It wouldn't be the first time, actually. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. We've had PSUs for this one, and this one's some cheapo one too. So I might, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a power supply or two. But at least I can clean up the thermal paste on this, and I can see what I've got here. That'd be nice. Okay, of course I can acquire a new power supply, or I can even pull one from another working rig, a known good one. But that's going to require some time, you know, and at the moment I'm sitting here, I've got the stuff, right? I figured, like, use my tool, see if I can't get confirmation before you just throw money at something and expect it to just go away. Sometimes, though, you just have to throw money at the problem and it goes away. And I think in this case, yeah. Especially with this newer board,
pretty much I must acquire a newer power supply. There is no OS. I'm just trying to see the fan spinning. Oh, and I also have a portable monitor right here. So I was looking for fan spinning and some image out. Either through the onboard graphics, if the processor supports it, or through that card. The first thing I did was try the card on the newest board, but anyway, you can rewind and see what happened. But yeah, probably should have just tried to fire it up with this existing one first, then I probably would have. If it really is PSU at fault, then it would have been caught really early and really fast, and would have avoided all this. Just befuddled. It's usually not the thing to go, but sometimes it's the thing to go. Oh well, what the hell. Hello, Andrew. Welcome back. Savvy, it's like Legos, man. I thought cars would be like this too, but they're a little more complicated. They have more things that spin and things that explode, things that blow up, things that all sorts of stuff, all sorts of moving parts, and really sensitive timings. Yeah, looking at the time. I'm gonna spec some stuff out. I'm gonna do, like, when I'm gonna kill this, I think that I have a decently modern PSU hooked up to my streaming machine. One that should be able to drive this guy. Because this is kind of important. The newer CPUs are important too. My workstation is a raging piece of shit. I do want to just start testing things. I may mess around with that one. It's also fairly easy to test over there because it's an open frame chassis. Maybe you can detect a theme going on with the types of cases I like. So, so far, lots of questions, but strongly suspect PSU fault, even though it's unusual, which is why it's for me a bit of a head scratcher, but I'm pretty sure it's the PSU fault. Thanks, Andrew. Got a couple of builds for your friends and yourself down. Nice. Probably close to the number of builds that I've got. I've got a handful. Done a handful. Learned a few things in the process. Sometimes you make some like, whoa, what? No, yeah. Those things are super low on battery. That's
So even though I'm not fucking insane. Although I kind of am. Yeah, Andrew. It is. This is the Founders Edition. So I'm told. 2060. Not the latest and the greatest, but it's good enough for government work. And you know what the most important thing is? It's more powerful than what my brother's got. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the plug for now and go and dick around in the other room, getting my sister's way. But thanks for tuning in. A little not nearly as exciting because no sparks flew, no noises beyond me swearing, but you know, sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. I'll look forward to sharing what I learned. Till then, be good out there. Take care of yourself and, if you can, someone else. Bye-bye for now.